cat that we're about to bring up, who's an original Detroiter. Haven't been here in a while, but he currently resides in Jacksonville, Florida, y'all. So we're gonna show him some of this Detroit love. So please welcome to this microphone all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. He didn't bring the heat, but the poetry is hot. Please welcome Thomas White.
All right.
I shed a tear for every year. I called your name and you didn't appear. Yet I was so damn glad to see you when I did that my anger wasn't released inside me. It just hid. As I played on the dirty floor, a dozen locks on a broken door, I was always hoping you'd come through. But the men I seen were never you. So I never called you dad. Attitude became bad, and when you were hurt, I was glad, because I felt deprived of my father, and that's what's so sad. You see, it's taken me years to visualize, to recognize why I criticized. It was the drugs on the kitchen table. The fact that I wasn't able to interrupt your mental aim or keep the dope needles out of your veins. Man, I couldn't make you be around like a father should. Yet mama never stopped believing in you. Told me through her tears that your intentions were good. Still, I remember the few times when you did drop by and drop me off some dead presidents for all the tears I would cry, for all the love I was missing and all the things that you weren't giving. But due to the way that your hand was dealt, you told me this is how you chose to make a living. You looked me in my eyes and told me to understand, said, boy, I just wasn't cut out to be a family man. You told me to be a soldier, forget my age, just block out compassion and replace it with rage. Damn, you made me become callous, Dad, to a lot of things that I do. Hell, you made me become damn near just like you. But now the question that arises up inside of my head is, do I do what you did or should I do what you said? Well, to me, neither way held much of a future, so I decided to talk to Christ. Because the lessons that you taught me ended after pimping, whores, dope, and dice. But I ain't mad at you, Dad. You see, I've had a change of heart. And I'm going to learn from your mistakes and give myself a fresh start. Yeah, I'm going to kill that animosity and bring that chapter to an end, for God chose you as my father. So turning my back on you would be a sin. I'm going to forgive your shortcomings because, well, now I know we all have a few. And since only God, our Father, can really judge, it's now between him and you.
All right. Mr. Thomas White, come on over here, man. Grab a seat with us. Over here. Stand on there next to Crystal. We're going to allow you to sit next to the beautiful.
All right.
Yeah. Put a piece on. I'm going to turn it around the other way.
Okay.
All right, good. So what's up, man? How you
What's
doing?
What's happening, baby?
Good.
Glad to be here.
All right, good. How's the stay being in the D so far?
Oh, man, love it, man. Love it. Got to be here more often.
We showing you some love, right?
Oh, yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, man. Man, I was so happy that we got a chance to connect, and I was so glad that I invited you down to our spot on Friday night at Manila Bay Cafe, and it just added to our night, man.
The honor was mine, man. Manila Bay Cafe showed me lots and lots of love.
Yes, man. Good.
Lots of love.
Tell us about the poetry scene, man. What's going on down there in Jacksonville? Now, we had back in August 26th. Remember we had...
You and your dates.
Yeah, I know my dates.
He knows his dates.
I might mess up the band's name, but I know my dates. Cuban Hernandez
Oh, yeah.
from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with him down in Jacksonville?
No, because I've actually just started back doing poetry again. I've been trying to push my son in the music thing.
Okay.
But I just got back into the poetry scene because I'm, trying to get my books and everything online now.
Okay, good.
So,
But yeah, well, I just want to say the second cat that we had in a little bit from Jacksonville, Florida, that's pretty hot, man, because we started getting a lot of performers from out of state
We
coming
are.
in to check
I'm
out
so
our
thankful
show.
for that too.
Yeah, it is, because you guys bring something totally new and totally different, and then your vibe when you got up on stage, it's like, it's your life experience, but it's
Right.
also your environment, your culture. We get a chance to share that.
yeah, well, someone told me a long time ago, if you want to be true to your poetry, you write about what you know.
Okay, good.
And I'm a Detroit Black Bottom East Side.
Black
Oh,
Bottom.
wow.
And so, what are some of the plans that you got?
Well, right now I came up here. I've done maybe 3 or 4 different poetry venues, and I'm just trying to connect with people that's doing publishing and people in the music industry. You know, we just started a little entertainment thing called TRT with one of my partners that's been with me since we was about 14 years old, and you know, working as a team to make something happen. You know, we just kind of put God in front, and then we just follow him.
Yeah, that's the only way to go.
Only one direction.
Yeah.
Only one
All
direction.
the way to go. So good. So listen, now, what we looking forward? You said you talk about a book. That's pretty hot, man.
Yeah.
You got any potential dates you think you might have this book complete?
Well,
I don't put no pressure on you.
I
I want you to come back, but I don't put no pressure
I
on you.
figure by April.
By April, okay.
I'm looking at a target date of April.
That means you probably been back up here to the D to sell some books somewhere around May, June, July. What we talking about?
I'm putting much love on the D because that's home for me. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
I'm ex-military, so I've actually been out quite a bit, and I didn't get a chance to come home like I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, where better to start than where you're from?
Yeah.
You know?
Now, you went around to a couple of different venues of this. What do you think about our overall scene here? You know, what do you think about the overall poetry scene here?
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the poets. You know, they come with some fire, man. I just believe that you come from what's in your heart. You know, I mean, I've always been that kind of person. I'm not so much of a rhythmatic cat on point. I always try to just give messages out.
Okay.
You know, because the kids need some, especially, you know, that last particular piece right there. I chose to do that piece here for a reason, because I know what it's like to not have a father in the house. And a lot of these young men out here, they don't have a father in the house, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, some of these men sitting in the audience are the fathers that's in that poem right there.
Okay.
So when you assess your crowd and you know where your location is, you can kind of pick your material based on that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. Now, see, that's an unusual way to do poetry. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you got something in your repertoire that represent where you are down south? Or what's life like in Jacksonville?
Yeah. Well, you know, this is the thing about that. I always tell my kids, don't let the palm trees fool you. All right, because it's nice weather, sunshine, and things like that.
I just know you ain't bring none of that stuff here.
No, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's 50 degrees in January. You probably love something.
You know,
What's the 50? What's the 50?
Today.
What's 50?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You know. But what I find is because everywhere that I've went, I've always gravitated to the boys' homes, the youth homes, the foster homes. I talk to them kids because I'm a product of where they're at now.
Okay.
All right. Just that the fact that I made it, so to speak, allows them to know that you can do it without being on the other side of the track. You know what I'm saying? So everything is kind of message oriented to me because you know, when I was writing, I knew when I was living in the Black Bottom that just because I was hungry, don't mean I was the only hungry one in that building. Everybody was hungry in the building. So as a poet, you always write for you.
That's right.
Other people will feel it.
That's right.
You know what I'm
Everybody out there
saying?
check
I
it
can't
out.
write to impress another person.
No.
I have to write what's in me. And that's the way that I do my thing. And
As my girl Black Maria always said, stay in your own lane.
yeah.
I live by that, man. Listen, man, I mean, do you got another piece that I can hear, man? You got a little short piece I can hear?
Yeah,
Before we get on out
most
of here?
definitely, most definitely.
Cool, we're going to get behind that microphone and spit another piece.
Appreciate
Thomas
that, baby.
White
Right.
from Jacksonville. We're looking forward to another piece. I'm having so much fun.